Triggered Wrestling is so awesome all the way around. That gets me triggered.
Ooh, okay, well, let's go with the bad trigger right now.
See, I'm a fan of all of it. We'll force you to watch Triggered Wrestling.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Triggered Wrestling. We're just going to get right into it. I'm here with my boy, Adrian. How you doing? Let him know how you doing.
Excellent, bro. How are you doing yourself?
I'm doing good, but this episode isn't our regular episode. This is a spot show preview for Full Gear 2023 coming to you live from the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California. Right now we have 9 matches that have been announced as of this moment. I'm going to include a 10th match that I'm 100% sure that's going to be included on there, but we're going to call our spots. We're going to talk about what's going to happen, what to expect at this show. So let's hop into that, right, Adrian?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go right ahead.
All right, let's go into the world here with the initial match, MJF and TBD versus the Guns, Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. In my heart of hearts, I think that's going to be Samoa Joe helping MJF in return for a future title shot. I'm going to go with the Guns taking the title off of MJF here. What do you think, Adrian?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. I think it was a few weeks back where Samoa Joe said he was gonna assist MJF in the condition that he does give him a title shot, but apparently last week the deal wasn't made 100%, so that could come into play. I see MJF retaining. I don't know why. I just see MJF and Samoa Joe retaining, unless the numbers game come into play and Bullet Club Gold interferes and Asboys come out on top.
In this next match, as of right now, is not officially on the card. I just fully expect it to be on there. Wheeler Yuta versus Hook for the FTW Championship. I'm going to go with Hook winning. And if this match doesn't take place, then fuck, I'm sorry. But I'm 100% sure it's going to happen. So let's might as well, because Tony Khan likes to add matches randomly into things. Adrian, what do you think would happen in this dream match?
I think Hook's going to come out on top. Hook delivered a great performance today in AEW Dynamite, so I think, need some reps on one-on-ones, but Hook's going to come out on top.
All right, so now back to our regular matches that have been announced here. We get the AEW Women's World Championship match. Hikaru Shida just got her title back, defending it now against the timeless Toni Storm. Adrian, you go first on this one.
This is a tough one. This is what I call a gimmick push. When someone changes their gimmick, they immediately get a push. It looks like Toni Storm is on her way to getting that gimmick push, but like you said, Shida just got her title back, so I'm thinking Hikaru Shida's going to come out on top on this one.
See, I'm going to go with Toni Storm, dude. I think she's going to get the full gimmick push because that gimmick is over. Hikaru Shida, not as over, even though she just got the title back. I feel like this would just kill Toni Storm's gimmick already this soon, so I'm going to go with Toni Storm. So next up, we get the dream match everybody's been waiting for. Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland with Ric Flair versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. I mean, there's no way Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland. You know what? Man. See, I'm going to go with... Fuck, bro. Who are you going to go with, Adrian?
Sting's not losing this match. He's going to win along with Darby Allin and Adam Copeland.
You know what? I'm going to go with that same answer, bro. I'm copying you. I got to see your answer first because I feel like if Edge wins, then Christian's going to be upset and be like, oh, you can't beat me one-on-one though. So I feel like that's going to happen now. All right. So our next match is for the AEW International Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. I'm going to go with Jon Moxley because he was never supposed to lose the title in the first place.
Yeah, Jon Moxley, in this match, he gave it to Orange Cassidy, pause, but yeah, Orange Cassidy seemed scared for once. So I think he's going to lose the title.
Next, we get the Texas Death Match. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. I'm going to go with Swerve Strickland because that boy needs to win a feud at some point.
You know, I'm going to go opposite with you on this one. Hangman delivered a fire promo on AEW Dynamite, and it's business now. I understand Swerve Strickland won the first one in his hometown. This is not Adam Page's hometown, but he is going to win and further down the feud to a third match, to a grudge match, and I can't wait to see that one.
So next up, we got the Golden Jets, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks, who made it personal on AEW Dynamite. You know, the Young Bucks are going to lose here. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, they're going to win, but they're going to show some signs of weakness, and we're going to get Alpha versus Omega Part 2.
Nah, the heel Young Bucks are gonna come into play in this one. Like they said in AEW Dynamite, they're at their best when they're bad guys. And they kind of are at their best when they're heels. They're gonna make it personal, especially since last time Daddy Buck was on AEW Dynamite, Jericho made him bleed. And yeah, the Young Bucks haven't forgotten. They said it last week. They said it here on AEW Dynamite as well. But yeah, I think the Young Bucks are going to win, and Kenny Omega is going to continue that streak on losing in pay-per-views.
You know, and this is the thing, right? If the Young Bucks win, then the Golden Jets must disband as a team. So we'll see what happens there. But the next match is a 3-way for the AEW TBS Championship. And this match triggers me because I would have been perfectly fine watching Julia Hart versus Sky Blue 1-on-1. But now they just have to add randomly Chris Statlander into this match, who's not feuding with either one of them, just to put the title on the pay-per-view. So that just kind of adds some unnecessary heat into the mix. I'm going to go with Julia Hart winning because she's the only one that really has a character in here.
Yeah, Julia Hart, she failed to capture that TBS championship against Chris Statlander the first time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she's 0-2 against Chris Statlander. Yes, you're right. Sky Blue and Julia Hart have something going on with the mist and whether she's going to turn or not. Chris Statlander is obviously the friend. She doesn't want her girlfriend Sky Blue to turn to the dark side. Yeah, it's mixed emotions, but yeah, most likely Chris Statlander is going to lose.
Hold on, Tom. So she wants her not to turn to the dark side, but she's going to be like, oh, here, give you a title shot. That's But I guess that's how it happened, but it wasn't really her decision, but still.
Yeah, it was a title opportunity match. Obviously, nobody's going to pass on a title opportunity match. But yeah, I think Julia Hart's going to pin Sky Blue and be crowned the new TBS Women's Champion.
Got it. See, I would actually like to see that quite a lot, actually. Next up, we got a 4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The reigning and defending champs, Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus Russian Dralístico, Jobbers, FTR, and the Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King. I mean, Ricky Starks and Big Bill have to retain here, I would say. But who knows, man? Tony Khan is known for these weird bookings. So, Adrian, who do you think is winning this one?
This one's kind of hard. This one's going to be one of those wild card matches where literally any team can come out on top. You want to talk about jobbers? They don't have to pin the champions. They can pin anybody. Somebody can perform a finisher on someone. Dralístico or Rush can come in and just steal the pin or something like that. Anybody can win. Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, great fucking tag team. Kings of the Black Throne. Bro, I think if I were to pick somebody right now, I'm going to go with Malachi Black and Brody King, bro.
Kings of the Black Throne? Okay. You know, I will put out my token here of guaranteed things that are going to happen. I don't care who's winning, but for sure, Dralístico is the one getting pinned here, bro. He's the one taking the L. He's getting pinned. I'm calling it right now.
Or get submitted.
Yeah, or submitted. He's going to be the one taking the fall. All right, so before we get into the main event here, Tony Khan, of course, announced a special signing that is going to be announced at the pay-per-view. Please buy my pay-per-view, he said. I have an announcement on my pay-per-view to get you guys to buy. Adrian, who is it?
Oof. This is a very well-respected individual around the world and someone that the AEW fans would love. It's anybody at this point. For once, it can't be Will Ospreay. His contract is not up with New Japan until February, so he can't sign anything prematurely. There is a few free agents out there that I have my thought on. That I think it's going to be. 1 could be Ziggler. 2 could be MJF re-signing. Or 3 could be Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk. And the reason why I'm saying CM Punk is because he is having a blast trolling both fan bases on an Instagram. He's having a lot of fun and the fans are talking about it. So, CM Punk is going to sign with somebody and the fans think it's either AEW or WWE. So this just adds more speculation to that.
So who's going to be your guess here? Your official guess. You got to put your money on one.
I can't put it on one, bro.
Damn, bro. See, I want to put my money on it being Will Ospreay, that he's just resigning early and announcing that his contract is indeed over in February, but his new contract will take on after that day with AEW. Just because Tony Khan said it's somebody that AEW fans are really familiar with already, which would be him. That's what I think. Or it could be MJF, but I want to put my money on Will Ospreay. All right, so moving on, the AEW World Championship, we get MJF versus Jay White. MJF retains here because he's got too many people chasing him, and it's going to end up being a multi-man match if he does lose the title, I think. Adrian, what do you think?
I think MJF is going to come out on top. I know the Aspos are going to try to weasel their way into the match somehow. I know Juice Robinson is going to do the same. But I have a feeling Roderick Strong and the Kingdom are going to come to the aid of Maxwell Jacob Friedman for the sole purpose to be on Adam Cole's good side. That's what I think is going to happen.
Is the devil going to show his face at the pay-per-view, do you think, on Full Gear?
Ooh, I don't know. We could see more of the devil, vignettes or whatever. Maybe he might beat up a few people at the pay-per-view, but I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Well, if you think so, let us know in the comments section. Of course, if you guys love our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell because we are Triggered Wrestling and we want to hear what you think about this pay-per-view.